You're not bad with money. You just can't see where $400 a month is disappearing to. And by the end of this video, you will. Not your rent, not your car payment. Those you already know about. This is the money that leaves quietly. A few dollars here, a few dollars there, small enough that your brain never flags it as a threat. But added up over a year, and for a lot of people, it's bigger than their car payment. Here's the thing nobody tells you about money. Your brain is wired to notice big, one-time threats and completely blind to small, repeated ones.
If someone asked you to hand over $400 right now, you'd say no immediately. That feels dangerous. Your brain lights up. But $4, 13 times a month, spread across different days, different cards, different apps, your brain doesn't even register it as spending. It registers it as nothing. Background noise. That's not a flaw in your willpower. That's just how human attention works. We evolved to notice a lion in the grass, not a slow leak in a bucket. The problem is, in 2026, almost all of your money is leaving through the bucket. So today, we're going to expose 4 categories of invisible spending, the ones that quietly outweigh your big expenses. Let's start with the most obvious one, because even though it's obvious, almost everyone still underestimates it. Quick exercise. In your head, right now, guess how many active subscriptions you have. Streaming, apps, cloud storage, a gym app, maybe a meal kit you tried once? Got a number? Now, actual studies on this consistently find people underestimate their subscription spending by 2 to 3 times. If you guess 3, you probably have 7 or 8. If you guess 6, you're probably closer to 14.
Why? Because subscriptions are designed to be forgotten. That's not an accident. That's the entire business model. Free trial, quiet auto renewal, a charge that shows up as a company name you don't immediately recognize. By the time you notice it, you've paid for it 5, 6, 10 times over. And here's the trap that makes it worse. I'll cancel it later. Pause the video right now if you have to. Open your banking app. Search recurring. Count them. Most people who do that exercise find at least 2 subscriptions they forgot they had entirely. Second category, and this one's sneakier because it doesn't feel like spending at all. It feels like problem solving.
I'm talking about the convenience tax. Delivery fees, service fees, tips suggested at 20, 25, 30% by default, surge pricing on ride shares, the $3 fee to use an ATM that isn't yours. None of these purchases are the problem. The problem is the invisible premium stacked on top of the thing you actually wanted. A $15 meal ordered through an app often lands closer to $28 to $32. That's not a $15 decision anymore. Do that 2 or 3 times a week, and you're looking at $200 to $300 a month just in the premium. It's not that convenience is bad. It's that convenience is priced like a luxury, and we spend on it like a necessity. Third category, and this connects to something I talked about in a previous video, the hidden cost of looking rich in America. Lifestyle upkeep is the cost of maintaining an image, even a modest one. The car detailing, the wardrobe refresh every season, the gym membership you're still paying for even though you haven't gone in 6 weeks. None of these are dramatic, but upkeep costs share one dangerous trait. They scale with your income without you deciding they should. You get a raise, your apartment gets nicer, your car gets newer, your coffee gets fancier. Nobody sits down and decides this. That's why so many people who get raises still feel exactly as broke as before.
The raise didn't disappear. It got absorbed into upkeep before it ever had a chance to become savings. Fourth and final category, fee bleed. This is the one that should genuinely make you angry. Overdraft fees, late payment fees, minimum balance fees, interest that quietly compounds on a balance you've been meaning to pay off. A single overdraft fee is often $35.
for the service of letting a $5 coffee purchase go through. Carry a balance at 22, 24% interest, and you are paying the bank to hold your own debt. This isn't about bad choices. It's a system built to profit off small gaps in attention, and it works because it's built to be missed. So let's put it all together. Subscription creep, $80 to $150 a month once you count everything. Convenience tax, $200 to $300 a month. Lifestyle upkeep, another $100 to $150. Fee bleed, even 1 or 2 slip-ups adds another $50 to $100. Add it up, and $380 to $450 a month in invisible spending is not an exaggeration. That's common. Let that sink in for a second. That's money leaving with no name attached to it, no decision behind it. Over a year, that's between $4,000 and $5,000.
That's not a coffee problem. That's a car payment. That's a vacation. That's the start of an emergency fund. Here's the truth this whole video is built on. You don't need more income. You need more eyes on where it already goes. Most people chase a raise, convinced more money coming in is the fix. And sometimes it is. But if $450 a month is leaving through cracks you can't see, a raise just means a bigger number disappears the same way. You don't fix a leak by pouring in more water. You fix it by finding the leak. So here's your homework. Actually do this. Tonight, pull up your bank statement. Circle every charge under $30. Don't judge them yet. Just circle them. Then, add them up. I promise you the number will surprise you. Not because you're bad with money, because nobody ever taught you to look. If this hit home, subscribe. Next time, we go one level deeper into the psychology of why your brain lets this happen. See you in the next one.